If you are in that in-between phase where you're like, should I buy a horse? Should I not? Should I wait? Should I get one now? Should I get one later? This video is for you. The very first point that I would like to make is that through the horse community, through being a horseman, through owning a horse, I've met some of my favorite people in the entire planet. I mean, I met my wife and we instantly bonded and connected over our love of horses, our lifestyle. Some of my most favorite people in the entire world have been horse people, or that I've met within team roping or dressage or, you know, any of these disciplines. I absolutely love the fact that through these horses, we've been able to meet and grow relationships that we otherwise wouldn't have.
I am going to interject one thing. I know the horse community, there's so many positives, but there are also a lot of negatives. And I think it's all about finding the right people to be around and spend time around, and weeding out those who don't have the same morals and views as you do. So I take it from someone who has been dealt many a bad hand a lot in my riding career by certain people, and like I said, it's just all about getting into the right crowd.
One reason I say that buying a horse was the best decision I ever made is that sometimes in life you just have to go for it, right? I said for years that I was gonna wait and I was gonna buy a horse, and then I would just wait and procrastinate. And sometimes in life you just have to go for it and you put your mind to it and say, in order to make this goal happen, I have to just go ahead and do it.
Tail got thicker.
You think?
Yeah. Go look at it.
Oh yeah.
Looks good, huh?
Looks really good. Miss Leah got a little spa day since we were here. Got her all trimmed up and looking fancy. She looks so good for being as old as she is. Probably the biggest reason why horses have been the best decision of my life is that I've never been unhappy around horses. Sure, there's times where you're kind of down in the dumps or whatever the case may be. Maybe you had a bad day at work, but being around horses just kind of alleviates all that to me. They just have the ability to kind of wipe all that away, and to me, that's certainly worth it. Seeing just like that, even on days where we don't need to be at the barn, we don't have to be at the barn, we're always at the barn. Yeah, boys. We're gonna let the boys out, let them get a little bit of, I would say sunshine, but it's raining a little bit, but that's okay, they won't melt. We're just gonna let them get out, stretch their legs while we clean. And honestly, this is one of the things that we enjoy about owning horses, taking care of them. The other thing about horses that I should mention is that if you let them, they will absolutely change your life. The things that I've been able to learn from these animals is unparalleled in anything in the rest of my life ever. I mean, about love, about patience, about trust, about loyalty, about compassion. Just truly, truly amazing creatures. Doesn't look too muddy. Yeah, buddy, go eat some grass. Now I know what you're thinking. Hey Barrett, what about this little gap? We'll just string up this halter and hope and pray that he doesn't push on it. The plan was to ride him today, but with it being a little bit rainy and a little bit muddy and we got to clean out stalls and everything else, I figured just let everybody out, give him some exercise, and he's taking full advantage of that. He's just a big old kid, that one. This is our current efficient process. I clean and wheelbarrow everything out to the dump pile. Maddie puts the brand new fresh shavings in there, sprays it with this cutter like fogger, and makes the process a lot smoother, that's for sure. We're halfway done. Boys, get you a woman that'll help you clean stalls. Some of you may be asking, Barrett, where is all of that really cool cinematic drone footage? I'm sorry to say I broke the drone. I dropped it from like 2 feet. It landed right on the camera, and now when I turn it on, it does like this little like shaky thing on the gimbal, and I've got to send it in. But DJI, if you're watching and you know want to send me a drone and you want to send me an FPV drone, you know, I won't be mad. If not, I guess I'll just have to send in the old one for repair. In keeping up with the theme here of why buying a horse was the best decision that I ever made, I am not one of those guys that can just lay on the couch and do nothing, or go to a museum, or go play golf every weekend, or I don't know, worry about my grass. If I didn't have horses, I really don't know what I'd be doing. I think I'd be fairly miserable. So I'm a kind of guy that I have to be moving, I have to be doing something. I mean, you can tell just in today's vlog, we've gone to Maddie's barn and hung out with the horses. We've come to my barn and hung out with the horses. We've taken care of a bunch of chores that has to do with horses. So, I mean, truly everything in our life is horses. Looks like we're just going to beat the rain a little bit.
Oh, really?
It's starting to sprinkle. Just in the nick of time.
Feel the cool breeze.
Yep. I will. My wife is very proud of her aisleway. She got it all cleaned up for everybody. Let me show you. In conclusion, buying a horse was the best decision that I ever made because it's who I am, it's who I always wanted to be, and fortunately it's who I get to be forever. If that's you and you're kind of considering, you're on the fence about it, I just say go for it.